Okay, so now we will draw the pattern for the front and the back. As drawing on the paper, we not drawing all the pattern for the front, but we drawing half of the front and half of the back. So imagine this is the double fold line, and I will draw the shoulder line here, the shoulder line. And because we are drawing half of the front, so we have half of the shoulder, which is 16 centimeter. From the shoulder to the armhole line, which is as I estimated on the mannequin, is 21 centimeter. So this is the armhole line where the sleeve curves and hand down here. The chest is 24 or 25 centimeter from the shoulder, from the top of the shoulder. The waist is 40 centimeter from the shoulder. And then the bum is 55 centimeter from the shoulder. Okay, so we have all the lines in horizontal way like that. Shoulder, sleeve, armhole, chest, waist, and butt. And now we take chest measurement here on the chest line. From the double fold line, we take chest measurement, divide by 4. Because we are drawing half of the front, which is equal to 1/4 of the whole body. So from here to, we take a point that equal to chest measurement divided by 4 and you plus 2 centimeter or 1.5 centimeter for the movement, depend on how wide you or how loose you want the top to be. So for the mannequin is 83 centimeter. You divide by 4, or you can take it like 84 for the round number, so it's 21. And you add 2 more centimeter for the movement, so it's 23 total. So you have it here. For the waist, we take waist measurement, divide by 4, plus 1 to 2 centimeter for the movement also. So we have the waist is 70, divided by 4 is around 70 is about 17.5, and plus the movement, so it's 19.5. Waist measurement divided by 4 plus 2 also. And here butt measurement divided by 4 plus 2 or 3 centimeter for the movement. I will plus 3 centimeter for the movement. So depend on how much movement you want to add. Normally movement is 2 centimeter is good. So you connect all the points together. So I connect all the points like this just to show you how the shape of the body. Here's the chest with the curve and the butt. Okay. So others about the sleeve armhole line here is normally equal to the chest. You can take it in 1 centimeter or half centimeter because the chest is the biggest part. This top is a little bit, the upper bust is a little bit smaller, so you can take it in like half centimeter or even 1 centimeter. I think half centimeter will be okay. For the shoulder here, we have half of the shoulder, and human shoulder slightly half of the loop. So from the shoulder point here, we need to drop it down around 3 centimeter, which is estimated as shoulder divided by 10. So from here, you drop it down to this point. The distance between this is shoulder divided by 10. Human's neck, you can wrap around the neck to 5. So this is the neck measurement divided by 5 from the double fold line, 7 centimeter as the medium size for adults, women. So you connect this neck point to shoulder point, you have the actual shoulder line. And from here to here, you can slightly draw the curve for the sleeve. you can actually use the ruler if it's easier, or you can follow a formula. If you have the ruler, you can just draw like that. If not, you can follow a formula, but generally the sleeve curl line will slightly go straight down inside a little bit and drop curl at the 1/3 end, like that. So there is a formula for this. First, you can drop the shoulder point here straight down, cross like this. Cut the sleeve armhole line at this point. From this point, you take it in 3 centimeters. You connect this point to the shoulder point again. Take the central point. Connect the central point to the chest armhole point here. Take the central point again and connect, and take the central point. So take the central point of magnetic, and you can connect the line to this 4 point shoulder, to this middle point, to this middle point, and this middle point, which is also similar to the shape of the ruler. So you can see this is the basic shape of the top. However, the top normally we don't do the button or something, so normally at the waist here we make it a little bit wider, so you can put it in and out easier. So we don't make it tight at the waist like this. We can draw straight out from the chest to the bum measurement. Normally like that. We draw from the chest, connect straight down to the bum measurement, from here to here, from here to here, and can slightly go in a little bit to make the curve shape nice at the waist, like that. Because as I explained, the waist here need to be big enough for the chest and the whole body to pull. You pull it over, pull over. Okay. So now we are okay with the sleeve. Next thing is we need to adjust the sleeve here. Normally, if you do sleeveless top, you can take it this one inside a little bit. Depend, because you don't want the top to hang outside at the edge of your shoulder. Normally, the sleeveless top will be taken in a little bit. So you can take it in 1 or 2 centimeters. If 1 centimeter, you can slowly connect to the sleeve curve like this, and use this line, or 2 centimeters, you can slightly connect like that. Okay, and then depend on how big you want the strap here to be. For example, if I want it like 4 centimeters, so it this point from here, I take 4 centimeters. If I want 6, it's this point, and from here we can design the neck curve. Depend on how deep you want the low neck to be. You can measure from your Adam apple to the low neck to see how deep you want the front neck to open. So as I explained, the top here is pull over. So actually the waist here, we don't take this curve in like this to fit around the waist, but we will connect to the chest point to the butt point, straight line like this. You can adjust this, connect the straight line, or you can adjust, go inside here 1 centimeter at the waist and draw the curve. Generally draw the curve. So now here, so as I explained the low neck, where you want the neck to hang. So for example, the dress I'm wearing, the low neck is here, which I will measure from my Adam apple along with my body. to this point. So it's around 12 centimeter. So you actually can measure from your Adam apple to where the curve, you want the curve to end. If I say I want the neck, low neck to be around 14 centimeter from the Adam apple, I take 14. And I want the strap to be only 4 centimeter. So 4 centimeter from here. I will use this release line curve. And now my job is connect this point to this point. And to connect those two points together, first I will draw square angle like that. And then generally I will slowly connect them together. You can open it up down a little bit. So this is general basic top for the front. This line, this, and straight here. Depend on how long you want it to be, like here. If it's cover your bird, of course you need the bird measurement divided by 4 like this. If it's only halfway like here, so you can just cut it from here up. So this is the front of your top. And there is one more thing to consider is this part. So for example, now I only want the top to be not cover over the bum, but only I only want the top to be around 45 centimeter, for example. So I will draw a line here, 45 centimeter. So this is the bottom of my top. However, because we have the chest area, we'll slightly pull the middle of the dress up. So from the middle here, you can take 2 centimeter down. 2 centimeter down like that. 2 centimeter down and slowly connect this point to this point. So actually the shape of the bottom will be curvy a little bit and most curvy in the middle because later the chest gonna pull it up. You don't need to do this for the back. You can if you want, but for the front, I think it will be much nicer if you can do this like that. Okay, so I will cut everything out for the front. And when I cut, I will spare 1 centimeter all the way around, 1 centimeter all the way around. For the for the hem when I sew. So I'm showing you how to do sleeveless top. However, for the A-line dress, for the loose dress or fit dress, we can follow the basic formula cutting. So here I choose the sleeve. The shoulder will be inside a little bit, not at the edge of the shoulder. So I take inside 2 centimeter. So I choose this point. So when I cut, I spare 1 centimeter more all the way around for the allowance. See now. Will be curvy a little bit in the waist, like that. So I have the front of the top. After cutting the front of the top out, we can trace the front to make the top, the back of the top because they quite similar, except two parts. So first the side here we can do it similar. We take the side. The sleeve here, some students ask me if the sleeve curve, the front and the back similar. Yes, you can make it similar, no problem. Or you can generally take it out 1 centimeter at the curvy point like this, 1 centimeter or half centimeter. So it's like this, take it out a little bit more. So instead of the old point like this, the outline like that, you take it out a little bit more like that. Because actually the curve of the back is not, the front is wrapping around your chest, which will be more curvy than the back. So the back you can take it out a little bit. And here, the neck, the lower back will be much higher than the front. Normally it wrap around your neck. So from this is the shoulder line. You can just take it down 3 to 5 centimeters. So let's say 3 centimeters. And then you can slightly correct the curve. So we have the curve and the sleeve for the back. And for the back, we don't need to take the middle lower. So you can just draw straight like that. If you want it to be curvy and nice, you can take it down 1 centimeter if you like. If you don't like, no need. So there is no room for the back here, bottom. So you cut it out and you don't need to spare seam allowance because you already tracing copy the front and it includes a seam allowance itself already. So now you cut it out for the back and see the result. So okay, so now I'm gonna show you how to cut and draw the sleeve and explain why some sleeves are wide at the bottom and some are very fit. So in this case, we already have the front and the back like this. So now imagine we already sew the shoulder together. So it will be losing. If we will lost 1 centimeter each on the front and the back, total 2 centimeters. We already sew them together, like we already showed the shoulder together. So now your job is to measure. Use the measuring tape to measure how long this sleeve curve is. So in this case, I will measure and write down the number of the sleeve curve measurement. Alright, I will measure this measurement. So I have 47 centimeters. 47 centimeters. So now to draw the sleeve, I will need another piece of paper. I will fold them half like this. So first, I will draw 2 parallel lines. One line and the other line will be parallel with this line, and the distance between them will be the chest measurement divided by 10 and plus from 3 to 7 centimeters. So the model chest measurement is 82 divided by 10 is 8.2 and plus 3 centimeters. So I can take it's like 11.5 centimeters. So why have a wide range of movement added? So you can add 3 to 7 centimeters. So why have the wide range 3 to 7? Why not have the fixed number? This is how I'm going to explain it to you. So now I chose to start with 3 centimeters. So chest is 80 divided by 10, sorry, not 4. So chest 80 divided by 10 is 8 plus 3 is 11. So I draw 11 centimeters. Okay. So this line and this line parallel and the distance between them is 11 centimeters. So now I'm gonna, so after you drawing 2 parallel lines, how the distance between them will be chest measurement divided by 10 plus 3 to 7 centimeters. In this case, we choose 3 centimeters. So this line parallel and the distance is 11. So from this point, Remember the sleeve curve is 47, so from this point I call A. I will find B on this line, how AB will be 47 divided by 2 is 23.5, right? And you can minus 0.5 or minus 1. Why we minus? Later I will explain. So let's say 47 divided by 2 and minus 1 is 22.5. Yes. So we have B in this line. So now I draw a line that is the length of the sleeve. So it really depends on how long you want your sleeve to be. You can measure where the arm and the shoulder connect to the length you want. So let's say I want 20 centimeter length. So I have this one. Okay. So AB here, how we gonna draw the sleeve curve? You divide it into 3 equal parts. We have C and D. From A and C, from C you take it up 2 centimeter. This part up, this is 2 centimeter. So take this point. And from D to B you take middle point of D and B and move it down here 0.5 centimeter. And slowly you will connect all the dots together. A with the dot will already move up 2 centimeter here. Gently matching D and then E and B. So this is the sleeve curve. And to measure this sleeve curve, you will check when you measure this sleeve curve, it will be totally around 23.5. The curve is 23.5, which is half of the sleeve curve, so total will be 47. That's the reason why when we measure A and B, we take 47 divided by 2 and minus 1, because the curve here actually will increase length a little bit. So the red curve will actually longer than the AB by 1 centimeter. So that's how we make it exactly the same as the sleeve curve. However, if you take AB is 47 divided by 2, not minus 1 centimeter, is totally okay also. So then finally you will have the curve here a little bit longer than the real curve body, but you will use some stretching technique on the fabric to matching them together. That will be an advanced way. So now here you can decide how wide you want the bottom arm to be. You know, the sleeve open at the bottom, and then you can make it. So from here I can draw a square, go down like that. So the wide open of the arm will be like this. It's around 17 centimeter. Okay, and then you can draw for the hem. You can draw like 2 centimeter more. The hem is when you fold up. You know, you fold up. So because the hem here is slightly go inside a little bit, so when the hem here, you have to draw slightly open out a little bit like that, and you cut it out. So this is the sleeve when you add 3 centimeter for the movement. But how we will look if we add 5 or add 7 centimeter? So this is the sleeve you have. You will sew it to the body. Okay, so now in case I draw the sleeve, add more. So in this case, I draw 2 parallel lines, but the distance between them will be chest measurement. Chest measurement divided by 10. Still chest measurement divided by 10. And now I plus 7, let's say 7 centimeter, maybe 5 centimeters. Okay, so 8, chest 80, 10 is 8, plus 5 is 8, is 13, right? 13. So this is longer with 2 parallel lines. And in this point I find 22.5 also, and I draw the sleeve curve line as the same way like that. And the length of the sleeve will be 20 also. So you see at this point, at this time, if I draw it straight down from here, this is now 30 centimeter. 8 plus 3, 8 plus 5 is 13, right? 13, yeah. I have to draw it more precisely. And 22.5. This is will be here. So this way will go down. And compared to this part, it will be smaller because this line already moved down a little bit. So this angle is taking in more. So this one actually becomes smaller on the side at the bottom here. So when we cut the parallel line, the distance between them, chest measurement divided by 10 plus 7, it will be the shape like this. And the more movement here, like 7, the more we add. If the smaller, the narrow the arm will be. So if you want to make t-shirt, it's ideal to plus 3 centimeter. But if you want to make more fit dress, I think 5 to 7 centimeter will be better because it will be narrower, which wrap around the arm better. However, one note for you to remember is we only need to add 3 to 7 is good. If we add more and more, if it becomes too narrow, it will be so small so the arm cannot be put in. So that's the thing we need to be careful about. Another way to do it, sometimes people will measure. For example, my armhole is upper arm is maybe 26 centimeter. So I want to be around 30 centimeter. So it's around this way is minimum will be like the distance is 15 centimeter like that. So if smaller than that, it can be narrow for me. And maybe if it's 12 centimeter here, like the curve, and here it will be too narrow. So another way I can explain it like this for you. Okay, so now for example, I want to make first I have the line here, and then I know my upper arm, which is 26 centimeter all the way around. So plus movement and everything, I want the upper arm after my sleeve is 30 centimeter. So we have the double fold line here, and 30 centimeter divided by 2 is 15 centimeter. So I have another line here. Okay. So instead of drawing two parallels first like this, I draw one line like this. This is my arm. And from this point, I will find in this line the distance with them 22.5, which is the sleeve curve divided by 2 minus 1. And then I do similar thing, divide by 3 equal parts. From this first point, take it up 2 centimeter. This point, take the middle and move it down 0.5 centimeter. All the way I draw. And then finally, I can draw the sleeve as the way that I want. 20 centimeter length also. So this is the way I can make it exactly fit the arm as the way I want it to be. If not, I can just plus 3 to 7 centimeter. So these are different ways to draw arms like sleeve, and you can choose the best way fit your designs. And now we will move on to cut on fabric and how to sew sleeveless top or top with sleeve together.